Hello. Happy Friday. Oh my goodness. Am I glad it's Friday? Who's glad it's Friday, guys? Hop on in. Come on in. Say hey. What a week. What a crazy, crazy week. But we are at the end, going into the weekend. I'm so excited. Got eyebrows done. Gosh, I struggle having them put together, so I am glad they're put in correctly. Let's do a little more of this concealer. Hello. Hi. It's Friday. You guys don't stress about nothing. Nothing, guys. What I got there? I need to get my brush because I don't know about y'all, but I left my brush in my... Darn, I left my brush in my sink. I gotta get it. I'm a little tired, guys, but thank God it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday, guys. Oh my gosh, how's everybody doing? Hello, hello. Let me know how you're doing. Say hi if you come in, because I cannot see any of the comments. So please let me know if you're here. Say hey, how you doing? I don't even know if I like this lipstick. I've had this for like such a long time, but it just keeps my lips moisturized. And that's what's important. So let me do a little bit of a little chick blush. This is how I do blush. How my grandma used to do blush. And when she see me a little pale, she was like, here, let's put some lipstick on you. She would do my blush like this because she said I was a little too pale. So this is for my grandma. Just gonna rub it in. I was gonna do a little bronze. As I'm like sweating and moving around my day, my cheeks get like double this color. So yeah, let me see if I can get the brush. Let me go ahead and get the brush, y'all. Hang on one second. I got it. I found it. Found the brush. Found the brush. Hello. Hi. This is gonna help a lot. It's just a brush. It's not the what they call that, kabuki, whatever they call that brush. No, I just have a regular brush to even out the tone. I just want to look like I'm sun-kissed, like I've been outdoors. Nothing too dressy or fancy. I think I'm gonna should I do a little bronzer? Let's do a little bronzer, like if I was at the beach. Hi, Asaya, how are you? Let's pretend we're like at the beach. And we got like sun-kissed. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday, guys, by the way. What's everybody doing? I'm getting ready for work. I just got done with my second round of burgers, guys. I have to tell you, I reached my 48-hour fast. So last night, I did not do the 72 hours, which would have been the warrior diet, but I broke it. And I did have the burger that I made. So I had just a burger without the bun. I had 2 eggs and cheese, and that was it. And I was able to sleep and rest. And then I want to wake up this morning. Like, who wants to wake up in the mornings, like 5:30, to get ready to go to work and school? Nobody. I don't blame you guys. So thank you, Isaiah. Thank you for subscribing. You're amazing. Thank you. So, yeah, we got a new subscriber. So yeah, that's that. But on the other side, on the other news, so I did do 48 hours. So yeah, I didn't reach my 72 hours, but 48 hours is the beginning. Today, I already broke my diet. So what is it? My fast was it 12 hours? I'm going to do 12 hours. So what I'm going to start doing, guys, I ended up about 2 hours ago. That would have been about 9:30. So I will not eat anything again till tomorrow. So I'm just trying to do that. It's just like at least 17 hours, gives me 17 hours in between meals, which equals to me like just a meal a day. Because in reality, we don't need all that food. We really don't. We think about it, and it's like, if you think about it, a lot of people, they just eat because they're like so anxious. They have so much anxiety, and they'll just eat if they're sad, if they're happy, if they're stressed. And you think about it, we're just eating out of things that we're feeling. So I have made up my mind, and I am going to be good about this. And I'm no longer going to worry and stress about anything in particular. And that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. So, how's everybody doing, guys? I only see one comment. I know I see people. I just don't see too many comments. I don't know if it could be my algorithm. Hello, hi Ming, how are you? Here I am popping my eyeball out. No, this is just a curler, don't worry. How are you? I just gotta curl this because what happens is I've got the longest lashes because I do castor oil like in my eyelashes at night. I brush them with a what do you call that? A spoolie. And so they have grown a ton, but they grow straight. Like they don't grow like curly or anything. So I have to like from time to time throughout the day, I gotta curl my lashes. You know what I mean? So I added a little castor oil to this. This is one of my, oh gosh, this is like, it's a mascara, but I've had this for a while. It's from Dollar Tree. It's Ioni. It's a very good brand, they say, but anyway, that's what I use. I put a little castor oil in my, when I see like a little bit dry, I put a little bit of that. And I think that sort of helps. Because I'm going to pretend, guys, that I'm so excited to go to work and make some money. You know, I just got to pretend like, who's with me? We just gotta pretend we're gonna have such an amazing time at work. You know, we're just gonna be having an awesome time. Hi, Tarun. How are you? Hey, how's everything going? You guys are amazing. Like, you're always supporting me here whenever I'm on. You guys deserve a trophy, a prize. Seriously. So yeah, I did today I just did like quick fries and the burgers, the second round of burgers, guys, because things are expensive nowadays. Meat is getting a little bit expensive to buy. I have been thinking about getting, seriously, because we do have cows. I have been thinking of getting a butcher to get like our cows because of the prices of beef. And in reality, like one cow like will literally last you like whole year probably. So I haven't no, I had a treadmill at home um all the way till my kiddos started getting on it when they were kids, and they messed it up. So I would do the treadmill where they would do the bouncy thing, the trampoline. They had a humongous trampoline all the way till they were like 8, 9 years old. Then they decided to break it, and so they broke my treadmill as well. And now I don't have anything. So I just use my two legs, and I stay active a lot. Like I work, like where I work, I'm mostly active. So I'm not like in a sitting environment. I'm moving around, bending, cleaning, all the things. So the great majority of my time is spent working, like just moving around. And I'm thankful, and I must say I'm blessed and thankful that I am moving around, because I just could not, with my ADHD, I just could not handle sitting down on a desk behind a computer or in front of a computer for 7.5 hours or 8 hours. I just couldn't. There's like no money that can pay, like how you feel when you're moving around. So I am just thankful each and every day for being able to do so. Overweight, overweight, hair loss, and tooth decay is a big issue. Oh yes, it is. It's too because of the way people eat. The things that we are that is surrounding us. So if you think about it, everything around us is like Burger King, Wendy's, McDonald's, all of the crappy food, guys. And they do not cook with the best oils or anything like that. So if you're eating this kind of stuff every day, it's really going to take a toll on your body, your health overall, and your immune system. I'm not a doctor. I'm just like, saying it's common sense. If you start reading about the food and, just investigate how they're made and stuff like that, that's when you realize that. Like my cousin, I'm going to give you a little example. My cousin used to love eating hot dogs, like loved it growing up as a kid. But when he discovered and he read and studied about how hot dogs were made, it changed a whole, like, he just completely changed. He was like, no way, I am not putting that in my mouth no more. Because it's when he realized that what he was eating is like grounded parts of the animal, like mushed together. And, so that ended his fascination for hot dogs. And I am surely glad that he did. And I do tell my kids from time to time, those things are quick fix things, but they're not the best things. they're really not the best things. So anything that you can quick fix, you got to question. We live in a very quick world, and that's why people are quick fixing everything. And that's why most hospitals stay full because of people living unhealthy lives. So it's important to go back to your like basics and just like, you know, like cook stuff from scratch. Even if you don't have time, just like get some quick, like what I did burgers. We had beef burgers, we made beef burgers. Try to do something that you can quick because it's better 10 times than the processed stuff. I'm not going to say I don't use a lot of stuff, a lot of processed stuff. There are times like today and yesterday, I went and got some fries from Checkers that they have in, you know, in the store, but that's just to eat with the hamburgers. That's because I had no potatoes, because otherwise I would have done some roasted potatoes to go along with the burger. But like I said, I don't do that often, like hardly ever. And I do make my own bread, as you can see. I try the hardest I can to feed my family and me the best stuff. But things happen, you know, and situations are tight. And sometimes you have to, you know, get what you can get. And that's understandable. So, but yeah, it does. The hair loss, also, they have to discover that a lot of things, not just the foods, but the like like in phones and stuff cause a lot of radiation, and they have taken a toll on people's like hair and stuff like that, especially like your towers and stuff, because they emit so much radiation. So that's something to know. My mom told me the other day, because whenever she talks to me, and guys, I want you to meet my mom. I'm excited. I want you guys to meet her. She does not speak English. This weekend, tomorrow, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna go live tomorrow. I think it's like morning time. Whenever I wake up, guys, because I'm gonna be awfully tired, so I'm gonna rest a little bit. My sister wants to go live with me, where she's at. And so, but I want you eventually to get to meet my mama. And she does live with my sister there. So, but yeah, she has told me, like, whenever she gets too close to her phone has a setting, I guess. I don't even know how to figure that out because I'm not very tech savvy. But there's a setting that you can, it tells you, literally tells you, your phone tells you, like, oh, you're too close to the phone, like back off a little bit. So it helps you, you know, sort of protects you from the blue light, because anything like screen is going to, you know, produce a lot of blue light, like your computers, your laptops, your phones, your iPads. They're all going to emit that blue light, which is not very healthy for you. So yeah, that also, it's terrible, the the radiation stuff. But let me see if I can, I've got it all together, guys. I just got to pick up my hair, like these little hairs, because as I'm cleaning, I hate it when they just like fall down on your face. So I got to figure out what we're going to do to those hairs. We'll do something. I need to find me a clip, a little tiny clip. Let me see if I have a clip in my room. Hang on one second, guys. Y'all give me a second. I had such a weird dream last night. Like, I know I dreamt a couple times last night, but one of the, like my last dream that I had right before I woke up, because I do dream several times, it was something very silly. And I dreamt, and I'm not sure what that may mean. It may not just mean anything. but sometimes it stays like in your subconscious, like a lot of times, like your dreams. I dream that I saw quarters. There was like 4 quarters, and they were lined up straight in a row, and they were like, wow, these quarters are waiting for me. It was the weirdest thing in the world. But that's one of my dreams, like what I dream right before I got up. So take it for what it is. I don't know what that meant, but I dreamed it, and I just had to share it because I thought it was the silliest thing. I honestly think it was the silliest thing. So anyway, let me see if I can. I'm gonna sit here for a second because I gotta get ready for work here in a minute. Whew, excuse me, guys. I don't get much sleep, um, which I wish. Seriously, I could just get some rest. Like, I don't care if it's like a year, if it takes me a year to sleep or whatever, or a month. Sometimes your body just needs rest more than anything. And guys, I don't know about y'all, but I've been extremely exhausted lately. I don't know what it could be, but I'm just tired all the time. Even though I'm like sometimes rested, especially like on the weekends, but I'm just tired. Let's see if I can show you guys. I did a thing with my sourdough. Look how pretty. I just did it this morning at 6 a.m. And look, it's already doubled in size. I'm going to put it in the fridge. And then tomorrow I'm going to take it out and I'll make a little more. But my sourdough, let me see if I can move you guys here. It looks amazing. I made, let me see if I can show you. Been making a lot of sourdough just because of the fact it's only 3 ingredients. You can't beat it. You will not find a bread out there that 8 ingredients. Like nowhere. Hang on. I'll put you on for 1 second. Because I got to put my sourdough starter away. Let me show you what I've been working on since 6 a.m. My sourdough. She's going to be gorgeous. When I get back from work, we'll go live stream because I got to show you guys because it is Friday. So I may just go live tonight. Hi, Carlos. I'm not sure what you mean about the gumballs. That's a silly comment. So here is the sourdough. Like, it has spring right back. It's still not fully developed. Like, it'll rise all the way to the top of the rim. And that's when it's all on its glory. I can bake it, of course, probably. Maybe not yet. It's not fully risen. As you can see, you can still see the indentation. So it's not ready yet, but it will be when I get home. So put you guys over here. Remember, guys, as you're hopping on, say hey. Come in with a nice smile on your face. Be sweet. No rude comments. I don't got time for rude comments, guys. I really don't. We really don't. So let's just stay calm and sweet and kind. And if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. That's what my grandma always taught me that. And it served me right. After all these years, who knows? Like, who knew that people were going to apply it in today's world, right? Let's see if I can get, gosh, I did not put any powder on, so I'm going to put a little tiny bit of powder. Not much. You can buy with 4/4 anywhere. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, well, I don't know. It was a weird dream. It was about this was right before um gosh, it was before I got up. Cause you know how you have like different dreams in a night? Well, this dream, it was the most weirdest dream in the world. And why is my mirror full of toothpaste for my kids? See what I'm saying, guys? Just never finish. I've already nourished my skin and my hands, and I gotta clean this mirror. Yeah. The 4/4, I do not know what they meant, but all I know it's like it lingered in my mind because it was a silly dream, really. But everybody has silly dreams. So I don't know. It could have meant something. Maybe it didn't mean anything. It was just a dream. How many of you have had silly dreams? And sometimes I've had many dreams, and I'm going to tell you, they're not as often as I wanted them to be. But for instance, a year before my daughter was born, I actually dreamt of being pregnant of my girl because it would have been, I asked God always, I wanted a girl because I had boys and I always wanted a girl. And I thought my youngest was going to be a girl and she was going to have a sister. But she didn't, and it's fine. She had a brother, and it was fine because it's a gift. You know, life is a gift. So I'm just, thankful for everything, no matter what. But, well, the year before I had her, I literally dreamt, and this was so realistic because I woke up, and I can actually still remember this, which is some dreams, only the real vivid ones you will remember. If they're not vivid or realistic, you will not remember them. And this dream I can remember very, very clear. And I basically dreamt exactly how she was going to look, my little girl. And she had curly dark hair and big brown eyes. And she was white, just like she is right now, my Abby, or our Abby. And she's exactly the way I dreamt her. Because when I dreamt her, I didn't dream her as her being small. Wait, there's a baby calf. I didn't dream of her being small. Like, I dreamt of her as a teenager. And this is exactly how she turned out to be. So, again, guys, I don't get many of those dreams, but when I do, I could remember them. And I know that was God revealing to me how my little girl was going to be, that I was going to be pregnant of her, that I was going to have a girl. And I was the most happiest mama in the world. But yeah, you're right. You can't buy much nowadays with 4/4. So maybe that dream meant something. And maybe that we're going to be going into a new currency or maybe new money coming in. There's a lot of things that can mean. Remember, we are the ones that make a dream's reality. We have the power to make anything a reality. So it's in our minds and how we go about things. But when you ask God for it, He will give it to you, whatever that is. As long as you do what He tells you to do, which is, you know, obey him, he will give you the desires of your heart, because he says it in his word. So yeah, I'm a very much believer of that. And there's many people that think the same way as I am. Um, so just be careful what you ask for. Yes, you got to be careful what you ask for. But you see, God knows what you need. He knows more than anybody what you need. So he's not going to put you in a spot where you cannot do the things, because it's like what I tell a lot of people, like, you know, he gives you the freedom to choose him. But he doesn't choke you either. You know, he doesn't tell you you must follow me, because if you don't follow me, no, he actually tells you when you follow me, you will be successful. It's in his word. He says it, you know, in the scriptures. But like I said, he gives you the freedom to choose whether you want to serve evil or you want to serve him. So basically that's what, you know. Because that's at work, it melts so quick. Oh, see, I've got my whole ice tray. Look at this. My whole ice tray is full this time. I'm so happy that is full. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus, because it is never this full. So that means my eyes is working. Because did I tell you the story of what happened to me the other day? So my family came over a couple weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago. And well, you know how family is, they open and close the fridge constantly. So what happens is when you open and close the fridge, you create like condensation. So the back of my freezer was getting like with ice. Come on. The back of my freezer was getting ice. Look at this. I just filled up this whole thing with ice, but this is gonna last me like all day with my water. That's all I need. Water and ice. So what was I saying? Let me connect this because I've got to charge this before I leave. So yeah, let me show you guys. Wait on. Sorry about that. I just got a message. What happens when I just did a video yesterday? What happens when like people don't want to work? Like they just literally don't. And so it gets rolled over to the next person, and the next person has to pick up the slack, right? This happens in every job, guys. But it's been happening a lot more now. And I think it's just like people are beginning to, I guess, just get tired. Has that happened to anybody? Sorry, guys, I'm back. I'm back. Anyways, I'm going to hop off on here. I think I lost a couple of you guys, but I had a message and I had to answer my phone. I love you guys. I will see you guys tonight. We'll check on that sourdough before we bake it. I love y'all. Sourdough before we bake it. I love y'all.